Why do we do this? Drag out boxes of decorations year after year, listen to the same music, watch the same old TV specials. Because we always have. It's what we do. Something happened once for the first time, and it became associated with this time of year, and was repeated again and again. It became a tradition. That is what we're going to be talking about today on the Videocast, traditions. We'll be focusing mostly on media, as usual, ephemera and nostalgia. Now, this is being produced in the thick of the holiday season, and so aesthetically it's going to be pretty heavy on Christmas, but much of what we're going to be talking about, memory rhythms, how traditions are, or were made, why, can be applied to any time. As always, I'm your host Brian. Patreon.com/pixandportraits is how you can support us here. We have a bunch of new videos over there on malls, holiday shopping, aesthetics through time. $5 gets you access to those and dozens of older videos, as well as my book, The Nostalgia Economy, the ebook and audiobook. If you are looking for gift ideas for fans of this channel, physical copies are now available as well. Sleepcore t-shirts, everything helps. So if you like what we do and want to see more, please consider supporting us. Traditions. Traditions are important because they keep alive who we used to be. Today, we're going to be talking about two kinds of traditions, ones accepted and observed by society at large, and more personal ones. Both of these are rooted in the past, more specifically, our relationship with the past, our connection to our history and culture. Many traditions, especially those associated with holidays, grew out of cultural or religious rituals. We are not going to be breaking down the history of specific traditions. I'm more interested in meaning and the memories that inform them and that they evoke, how they connect us to our personal history. We're going to be starting with some memories. There is a great scene in the movie Christmas Vacation, which is a tradition of my family, has been for my entire life. I doubt I'm alone in that. It's promoted as a holiday classic, but there is a scene where Clark is watching old home movies of his family, revisiting his childhood. He sees his parents, himself, Christmas when he was a kid. This was still a relatively new development, even in the late 80s when the film was released, the ability to capture life and memories as they were, in motion. This technology, film cameras, only became widely accessible commercially a few decades earlier, same with photographs a few decades before that. There are multiple archives online of old family film reels, and going through them, it's very clear holidays were important. Christmas particularly dominates. You can see the decorations that were put up, the gifts given, even the meals that were eaten, families spending time together. Up until then, these experiences existed only in the memories of the people who lived them. As technology advanced even further, with videotape, camcorders, sound could be captured, the voices of your ancestors directly talking to you. It's obviously more impactful if they have passed, but seeing and hearing your loved ones encapsulated as they were in a particular year is the closest thing you're going to get to time traveling. Now, I wanted to start with this because watching family videos around the holidays is a tradition of mine, but also I feel like this connection, family, togetherness is the foundation of most traditions, especially around this time of year. This is no more apparent than in the Yule log. Every year, I curate a Yule log over on our other channel, pairing music and visuals, home movies, a fireplace. I call it Yulecore, Sleepcore. This evokes a tradition started in the 1960s, a burning fire broadcast on the then new medium of television that itself evokes a tradition that dates back centuries to the pagan festival Yule. The part of the world where this began gets very dark and very cold this time of year. In order to survive, people gathered around fire, the Yule log. The Yule log still airs yearly on TV and now even streaming online. The fire that kept us alive through the coldest and darkest time of year. Many traditions, like the Yule log, were appropriated and incorporated into other holidays, like Christmas. They change and take on different meanings, and some people struggle with this. As an example, also from TV, Christmas specials. During the later half of the 20th century, television was the medium, just like the internet is today. Millions and millions of people consuming the same content at the same time. In the mid-1960s, Rudolph, A Charlie Brown Christmas, and The Grinch were all produced and aired within a 3-year period, and each became a beloved tradition, being reran annually. They aired on one channel, once a year, schedules were cleared, plans canceled. These couldn't be recorded until the 1980s, so if you missed it, you just wouldn't see it again until next year. They were intrinsically linked to television because of this, But over the nearly 60 years since they were established, the media landscape changed greatly. In 2020, Apple acquired the rights to the Peanut specials, including A Charlie Brown Christmas, for their streaming platform, and people were not happy. There was an uproar, despite it changing networks and being available commercially, physically for decades, because this is how it had always been. The special always aired on TV. For many, it was impossible, unthinkable to separate the content from the medium. It was a shared experience with multiple generations of people, and now it's over. It doesn't air on TV anymore. It was a tradition. So far, what we've looked at are traditions observed by many, so I'd like to give some time to smaller, more personal traditions. Of course, these are all subjective, but personally, the traditions I created and share with my loved ones are the ones that mean the most to me. Festively speaking, decorations are probably the most common, trinkets handed down through generations, the ornament you remember on your grandmother's tree, handed down to your parents and then to you, opening a gift on Christmas Eve, eating a particular meal, saving a certain movie to watch under very specific circumstances. These are a few of my favorite things. Some traditions, the best, in my opinion, develop naturally, while others can feel forced. Christmas and traditions are nothing without meaning, and sometimes we so badly want new traditions, new memories, for something to mean something, that we try something new and it doesn't pan out. We drop it next year. While others can happen so casually, it feels like we've always done them. Traditions and memories in general are so much stronger around holidays because of how much importance gets put on them, which brings us to one of the more harmful aspects of the holidays, and that is expectation. We have to be a happy family. Christmas has to be perfect. It doesn't. And for a lot of people, the holidays are not a happy time. The same traditions that fill people with warmth and joy can leave others sad and distant. Nostalgia plays a big part in this, not the rose-colored glasses type, but the more painful kind. The grief, keeping the past alive, bringing those who have passed to mind, including ourselves, that kid we were on Christmas morning, now grown, family members who are no longer with us, unresolved trauma, drama. A lot of emotional baggage can be put onto traditions. It's hard to put up the tree and be merry and bright when you're depressed, when it feels like the whole world is telling you it's the most wonderful time of year, and all it does for you is bring up bad and painful memories. It's tough. Yes, traditions are important, but you don't have to feel bad for not participating in them, even if you always have. If your idea of a Merry Christmas is taking a trip alone or avoiding family by disassociating, great, you got your own tradition there. However you celebrate, I wish you nothing but the best this holiday season. Let me know what some of your traditions are, Christmas or otherwise, down in the comments below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and again, if you have the means, please consider supporting us. Patreon, YouTube membership, buy a book, everything helps. As always, thank you so much for your interest in this channel, and thanks for watching. See you in the future.